What's up, Migo like geeks and freaks? Welcome to another edition of live stream. All right, so we got stuff in the mail. Got stuff at the comic shop that I visited this weekend. That's actually was having a sale. New comic shop. That's really about 25 minutes from my house. Didn't realize was there. Very nice owner, by the way. Was advertising on Facebook. That's actually how I found them. And on top of that, went to the store today and found some pretty cool stuff. All right, so let's see what we have here. First, let's get started. If you're posting messages on Facebook, I won't be able to see them while I'm doing this today. I'm just using an application, and I just don't have the wherewithal today to be watching both. So if you're out there, welcome, willkommen, bienvenue, benvenuti. Okay, let's see. Benvenidos, whatever else you want. All right. So this I received in the mail last week. It definitely needs some cleanup. It's a Gabriel Lone Ranger horse. Now, I do have one, but this one actually came with a full scope of the rein. He's missing the reins. I'm sorry. The facial harness, the saddle bags, all the little pieces are there. He needs to definitely be clean. The reason I bought him is because he was on Mercari, and he wanted a mere $15 for it. So I offered him $11, and he took it. So I guess the guy, he told me he's building his toy business, so he wanted to get some good feedback and stuff. And I said, of course, such some good feedback. I love these horses. They are really good. The whole Lone Ranger line is really, it's a great line. And unfortunately, I think it's maybe a little understated or underrated, if you will. They did such a nice job with these things, the whole line. Plus, they had the European-only versions. The horses were fantastic. And in this time, back in the 70s, I think this was 70, don't hold me to this, 73, 74, maybe, around there. A lot of companies started making horses of really the similar design with the rivets and the joints and all the articulation, so on. Usually can find a difference in the mane, maybe a little bit in the head or the coloring. Empire Toys made their version. They made them in a black and white Pinto or brown and white Pinto. Also, I think a cream colored horse. And I should have brought these all out before we got started. But there was also a horse. It was technically sold by Sears for Barbie. I actually have one over there in the box. I have one loose also. I forgot the horse is called. It's over there, but it was made in Germany, and it's fantastic. There's just a whole bunch of these that were made, different colors and so on. But if you put them side by side, you'll see what they're like. Now, if you haven't had one of these, if you don't own any Lone Ranger, it's by Gabriel Hubley. Great Gabriel. Later, they went to Europe as Mark's Toys. The mane is a very tough rubber. The tail is a much softer rubber. As you can see, there's actually a gap in there for the horse. Guess it's so if he craps himself, it comes out. This is a rubber, a rubber saddle, if you will. And then on top of that, sorry, my wife just walked by. She always gives me looks when I'm doing this shit. We have the horse actually looks like he's got his mouth open. This is silver, obviously. They also made Scout for Tonto, who's white with the brown patches. They made Smoke for Butch, who also, he had another name, and again, it slips me right now what it was. And then they made the horse for Dan Reed, which was, oh my God, I remember at this point. I'm not like a huge expert on Lone Ranger stuff, and but I could tell you there's other guys out there like Brian Sanchez who probably are way more expertise than I am. But I love them. They came with so many accessories. I got a couple extra box accessories. It was interesting, their boxes, unlike other boxes, these are window box, but instead of being a square, it's like they took the box and they cut corner to corner long ways. So it's actually a triangle. So it goes from a point and then it goes all the way out like that to the end of the box where it comes down, and then everything's in the window. It's pretty neat. They're kind of a bitch to stack when they're side by side, because what happens is you have to put one this way and one the opposite so that you get a even amount. Otherwise it starts doing like a Trivial Pursuit piece. I don't know what the hell that is, but my wife just walked out with a bottle of bleach. So if I get bleached here while alive, you know what happened. I told you first. Anyway, so just kidding. So these horses are fantastic. Lone Ranger figures are great. I'm going to clean him up, get him onto the shelf with the rest of them. So the next thing is I went to this comic shop. Oh, hold on. Sorry, we have comments coming in. You got mail on a Sunday. I did not get mail on a Sunday, but I got mail on Thanksgiving. The mail on Thanksgiving, actually saw the postman on Friday. And I said to him, I said, hey, Rick, I said, got mail yesterday? He's like, yeah, the part-timers are delivering because we're so understaffed. So anyway, what is up, Mr. Dean Verge? You can't see? I can see you. You can't see me. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not talking to a mic. There we go. Brian Sanchez with the save. Banjo. Banjo is the horse for Danny Reed. So Sanchez, Butch Cavendish came with a black horse. It's been called Smoke, and there's another name for it somewhere. I forget. Somebody brought that up in our Mega Like group. By the way, if you haven't joined our Facebook group for Mega Like, you definitely want to check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's very open. We are very close to hitting our 700th member, and we don't use other media forums in which to bring people in. Literally, it's just word of mouth. So we're very excited about that. We have a long history of people out there. Smoke is Butch's horse. Yeah, but Sanchez, there's another one. There's another name for it somewhere, and somebody came up with it, and I forgot what it was. They brought it in the they brought it up in Mego like stacking wood, your back is dead. Yeah, Dean. Dean's like a mountain man up there in the Great White North, Canada, doing his thing. Yeah, so there is Smoke, Butch with Smoke, and there's another name for it. I forgot what it is. Somebody brought up and they sent a picture in, and I forgot what it was, but it's out there. Anyway, Butch Cavendish came with a horse. But again, these were made in the U.S. for under Gabriel Hubley, and they went to Europe under Mark's Toys. And the neat thing is in Europe, they had a whole bunch of other sets. I mean, one of the coolest things they make, it's this long-ass 3-foot box of Carson City, and it opens up. It snaps on cardboard, so over the years it gets crappy, and it opens up to a full Western set. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool. All right, so let me go on to what I did at the comic book. So I went to the comic book store, and I had some conversation with these guys, and I'm not really a comic book collector. I just pick up shit that seems to be cool. I like the old artwork of older comics. I have this weird affinity for things like Korak and John Carter, Warlords of Mars, and the other one I think is called that I have here, The Warlord. Just kind of crazy things have something to do with like either dinosaurs and jungle and Conan the Barbarian style shit, that kind of thing. So I picked this one up, which I thought was pretty cool. So Tarzan Family. This was in the old dollar bin. Tarzan Family Giant, and I just have to say the artwork is great. I love the artwork. I love the ads. The ads. So here's one: Be taller. If you wish to know the facts about height increase, send 35 cents to details to tall up department, New York, 222 was Front Street, Napoleon, Ohio. Or is that Nevada? I don't know. In any case, I just think it's pretty cool, the comics and shit. You want to get taller? I'll loan you the comic book. Okay. Then I saw these, and again, I never saw these before. I'm sure they existed. And they can't be that old because one of them has a cartoon of Ronald Reagan on the front. But they were Rocky and Bullwinkle, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's Silverhawks on the back, so these must be the 80s. I don't know who these are. Party Popple picked a peck of Popple pals. Who would be the new perky, playful pals? Party Popple picked Popples. I think Danny Gates collects those. He has a whole collection of Popples. These are definitely from the 80s. I used to watch this cartoon when I was a kid. I think it came out originally in the 60s, I remember. Some G.I. Joe. And we got some G.I. Joe in the back. There he is. Major Blood. The Fridge. Everybody remember the Fridge? He's got, it looks like a football on a stick, like a hammer. Rocky, Vote for Bullwinkle. Sugar Bear and the Bumbling Bees on the back. I mean, these were pretty cool. And this one looks like Time Magazine. Bullwinkle, Moose of the Year. He's hot. Auto, babe. And they're just, they're pretty cool. I love the sinister characters they had, and Natasha and Boris and so on. So I thought they were cool. All right. Dollar bin. What else do we find out? End of the World, the Warlord. This guy's like part Conan, part fantasy, part, I don't know, Flash Gordon. He's wicked cool. I thought these were cool. Again, I don't really collect comic books, so I got to put them on an angle or you're going to get this up. But look at the covers on this thing, man. Didn't somebody just get a figure? I think it was John Everson. Just got a figure where somebody they changed the bottom half of the leg from a foot, like Amigo Type 2 foot, to a hoof. I mean, just really, really cool. Love that shit. This one's actually especially cool. especially for those of you who just went to see Black Panther Wakanda. Definitely not a favorite film of mine. I didn't really like it. I didn't appreciate it too much. Really miss the Black Panther himself. Chadwick was awesome. It's a shame what happened to him, especially such a young man that happened to. But he was very, very cool. I didn't really understand the rest of the movie. I mean, I understood it, but I really didn't understand what they were trying to do with it. I didn't think it was that great, but that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it sucked or anything. All right, then I went on to and found this, which I thought was really cool: the Weird War Tales, starring the Creature Commandos and the GI Robot. Now, the reason I picked this up, it's got all these creatures over here. Looks like we got Frankenstein. There's a vampire. I don't know if that's a Medusa in there. Looks like a wolf man in the back. Got the GI robot. I thought that was pretty cool. Weird War Tales. And then last but not least, and I had to pick this up because this was a show I loved as a kid. And when I got older, I really enjoyed looking at it. That was this. The Welcome Back Kotter, a Welcome Back Kotter comic book from DC TV Comic. I love this. It's got the Staten Island Ferry. For those of you who are from New York, you know what the Staten Island Ferry is. You know Brooklyn, you know all that shit. Because you probably, it's even says down here, the Staten Island Ferry. You guys know about it. You're probably all very familiar with it. I'm not that familiar because I try and stay away from New York. I don't go in there too much. All right. What else did we find? So we went to the store. This was from the other day. I don't know where we got this. I think we got this at, how they picked this up. Oh, this was actually at Burlington. I never really walked there, but I went to a different Burlington, was looking for stuff, and came with these guys. Comes with Sub-Zero and Inferno for the Battle Dragons. Now, I have the other characters. I got them at Five Below, and then this one they didn't have, and sure enough, there it was. At Burlington just picked it up. All right, so here's what I found today, and I'm sure some of you guys are pretty familiar with this. All right, as I go through, Star Comics were an imprint. Those hooves are awesome. I need a left hoof. My enemies call me Namor. Namor. Badass. Barbarino. That's right. Did they do Namor Justice, or is he just in there? I don't know because I didn't read the comic. And I just remember being 1976 or 77, being at a friend's house in Italy. And he had a copy of a comic, and obviously it was in Italian, and had a picture of the Submariner on it, if you will. I was like, oh, he's a cool character. But then I never really know much about him. Matter of fact, I thought he was the Marvel version of Aquaman, but apparently he's not. He's probably more powerful. But I mean, what I realized looking up a few things and listening to what other guys talk about is, I mean, I don't care. They made him Mexican in origin or Aztecian or Mayan. He looked kind of Aztecian, if you will, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I looked up. So they tell you in the movie. Actually, I shouldn't say anything because you guys probably already saw it. If you guys are going to see it, I really don't want to give anything away. Actually, this isn't really giving it away. They talk about where his name came from. And in the movie, his name came from something completely different than what I read on the Marvel Comics webpage. The Marvel Comics webpage, his name is like Atlantean, and it means like, I don't know, fucking champion adjuster or something. In the movie, that's not where it came from. It was nothing like that at all. So, there's Disney at it again doing their thing, which is fine. Should have put him. Yeah, he would have been cool in the outfit. Oh, yeah, I mean, I thought the actor that played him was good. I had no problem with him. But if you guys watch the video or look up Mexican Iron Man, this guy is funny as hell. He's on fire, and he went off about this movie. He hated. He not only hated, he was screaming bloody murder how much he hated it and why. And can't say I disagree with him. I thought the movie was long. I thought it was drawn out. Personally, I thought it was boring. They had some fighting action, and it has nothing to do with it being, probably what today's people would label you as. Well, you're a racist. That's why you didn't like it. That has nothing to do with it. If I was a racist, I wouldn't go see the movie. I wouldn't pay that money to go see a movie that I thought might be okay. And, it was entertaining to a point, but it was boring. It was long. I never thought his sister in the movies, especially when they're doing Endgame and she's got those panther, gloves and she's shooting out of them. I'm like, she's some weak ass shit. And I know she's not supposed to be a major character, so I never really had any affinity for her. And as I went through the movie, I'm like, And then they only put one scene at the end of the movie, not two, so you wasted the last 7 minutes of the movie waiting around for the second scene that Marvel always does, and there was nothing. So I'm like, oh, that was a waste of time. I'll never get back. And then again, I'm not going to talk about the other part, but for those of you who saw it, you remember in the end where they talked about, that other country, and I'm like, why would anybody who's in that position put anybody there? Because if you guys know anything about Haiti, it's really, really poor. And I'm pretty sure people don't run to live there. Usually most people are trying to get out. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, let's leave it at that. All right, so let me show you what I found at this place called Ocean Job Lot, Ocean State Job Lot. I don't know if they're a chain. I guess they are. It's kind of this, how to explain it? It's kind of like they don't sell food like supermarket. They sell like candy and shit. It's house goods. There's toys. Everything's pretty inexpensive. It's a pretty cool store, but I went in there today with my wife and her mother. Her mother's here from Spain, and she was so excited to see what's going on. So I'm like walking around with them, and I start looking around. I'm like, let me go cruise down the toy section. I don't think they have anything good, because anytime I go to any of these other places, my wife goes to Burlington. I'm like, they always have these shit toys that nobody wants, whatever. But I'll show you what I found today, and I was kind of excited to find them. I wound up buying 2 of each because I'm probably going to open one, and I'm either going to give the other one away, or trade it, or open it. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, so let me show you what I found first. First, I started finding these things, and they're only $4 each, which I thought was cool. $3.99. It's called the Star Troopers figures. I'll try and get it without the. Let me see if I can get it without the glare, so you can kind of get an idea. Beware of parasite bugs brain takeover. And if you take a look, the Lanard figures, those figures, the cores that they sell at Walmart and so on. But take a look. You actually put the bug over his head, and on the back there's 4 of them. It's like, oh, those are pretty cool. Reminds me of like Cthulhu or something. So I got this one. I don't know if they have names on them. This is Suborg Head Bug and Figure Set. No, there's no name. Are there names on the back? Oh, I'm sorry. This is Bloodsucker. That's Bloodsucker. This is Sluggard. Try to get you guys out the glare. He's pretty cool. And they're only $4. How can you go wrong? This is Leecher. They look much better than you're seeing here with all this reflection from this light. And so these are basically bugs that come off there. And this one is Crusher. Right? Get an idea. They weren't bad. For $4, it's like, fuck it, I'll buy them. I should be bought. They are a chain, cheap shit. Yes, Daniel Cohen, that's right. Dan, you're in New Jersey too, right? I think, yeah, Dan, you're in New Jersey. You're in South Jersey, if I remember correctly. Actually, not too far from me, if I remember. All right, so let me see. What else was there? So then I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. Let me pick those up. So I grabbed 2 of each. And there's this little 5-year-old kid or 4-year-old kid running around like with his grandfather. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. His grandfather was like, don't bother him. He's buying toys. I'm like, yeah, he's a grown-ass man. But what I thought was pretty cool was this, the epic space encounter, the battle for Spinnerack. And I thought that was pretty cool. See if I can give you guys a good view of that. So it's kind of got this scorpion-looking character, this, I don't know, Jeep, got this other kind of, I don't know what that is, like a pincer bug character. It's got a helmet down there for the other guy, which came in the other set I showed you. I'll show you the back. It's probably a little easier to see without all the glare. So here's the back. This is kind of what it looks like. This figure I like a lot. Oh, this figure I like a lot. I thought that's pretty cool. Up it goes. Let's see what it says. So it comes with the Star Troopers have paved the way for the future of the galaxies and beyond. From interplanetary missions of science to otherworldly expeditions. Oh, that's weird. This is just a fucking, it's having a full sentence. The Star Troopers continue to pursue and explore the reaches of the galaxy and beyond, but not without opposition, encountering a frightful race of space bugs from a distant distress a distress call, the troopers set off on a rescue mission to rid the galaxy of the infectious plague of evil creatures who threaten the very fabric of life. Join the quest today to unravel the mysteries of the universe and fight for a better tomorrow. So it comes with a bloodsucker parasite bug, 3 space bugs, 2 figures, and a roving vehicle. Giant alien bug attack set. The creeper is the water attack bug. Oh, so what the hell? And Thrasher. Okay, so apparently they have some kind of movement there. The guy's got his tongue sticking out. If you could see it, see the green thing sticking out of his mouth. And all right, so that was pretty cool. And that's all right, that's pretty cool. And then I went a little further and I found one more thing. And this is the last what they have. And I don't know if, excuse me, any more were made. Actually, there is another made. I can already see on the back of this, and I'm pissed they didn't have it. And I probably won't find it. I say, when were these come out? These came out in, give me a sec. These are actually from the UK. I don't know, it was Lanard's UK, 2021. Lanard toys. So not too bad. So this one needs batteries. This is the Star Troopers Interstellar Light and Sound Planetary Space Vehicle and Star Trooper figure set. All right, so I'm going to give you guys the load on this. It's like a vehicle. Let's see if I could do this from here. Hang on. So you push the button. Pay attention. What you can't see is it's vibrating back and forth. Some of you might like that. So I realized there's at least one more set, and I think I've seen this somewhere before. The capsule, which looks like that's the last set I'll have to get. So if anybody is interested in those, let me know. They're actually pretty cool. I don't know if anybody else collects them. I'm sure there's Lanard groups or Lanard or whatever they are all over the place that are on the internet. People are showing that, if you will. All right, so let's see. They were I think they're alive in parts of Chernobyl. Excellent, Harry Humstone. I agree with you. They may be alive in parts of Chernobyl. That's no joke. They make a good sequel to Starship Troopers. They did make a sequel, didn't they? And it sucked, I believe. Yeah, Dean, these are cool. I don't know if you're going to find those in Canada. As a matter of fact, let's just do a quick Star Troopers, a quick search on the internet. And oh my God, I'm actually looking. So, okay, so apparently they made a galactic mothership. Wow, that looks really cool. I don't have that. There's a robot set, which I do not. Oh my God, I can't believe how much they're selling these things for. There's wow, there's quite a bit more, guys. Okay, you're going to shit yourself. That vehicle that I just bought here was $16, $17. It's on eBay for $80 fucking dollars. Holy shit. Scalpamundo. There's some other sets in here too, which are, wow. Okay, there's some other sets. Some regular sets and so on. I thought they were pretty cool. I think I remember somebody bringing up the space capsule. And my God, this fucking set, somebody wants $100. I paid $17. Somebody wants $100 for that on eBay. And they're selling them. Oh my God. That's crazy. Why do we have scalpers? Why are there scalpers? Just curious how much that capsule goes for. I can only imagine it's probably through the roof. Capsule, let's see. Well, we're trying to see what's going on here. Come on. Come on. What we got? I don't know what we have here. Something's going on. Here it comes. Let's see what it says. It says, wow, I cannot believe what they're asking for some of these sets. It's ridiculous. I guess some are really, really hard to find. Wow. All right, well, they're out there. That's what you need to know. They're very, very cool. And it's sure somebody that likes that crazy kind of Final Faction shit, they'd fit right in there. I got to be honest with you. They look like they go right in with them. So that's very, very cool. Anyway, that's it for there. You know, Remco made a Warlord figure back in the 80s. Fairly similar. I did see that, Rich. Remco made a Warlord figure. Oh, I guess I forgot to take off the goddamn Turkey Day theme. Guess Turkey Day is gone. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. We're running Turkey Day on the whole thing. This is post-Turkey Day. So do this. There we go. I think I saw that figure. He was like a He-Man figure, if I remember correctly. I think I do remember seeing him. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of what we got for today. That's kind of all of it. We're still setting up over here for Christmas, getting ready. Tree is standing, has to be decorated, and then the presents have been sitting out already for 2 weeks. Oh man, hours of packing for minutes of unpacking. What are you guys looking forward to for Christmas this year? Anybody expecting anything big for your collections? Or, something that always fascinates me is collectors who have others who know what to buy for them. So, for example, one year, my mother sent me a Mego carded Spock, which was really cool, which is surprising because my mother doesn't understand what she sees toys. She saw toys in the basement, and I don't know how she figured that out. I guess she was on eBay or something, saw one that looked like something else that I had, and she bought it, which was cool. Whereas other people like, I don't know what to buy you. I don't know what you have. So do you guys have people out there that know what to buy you? Or do you say you give hey, here's a list of what I would like. Here's where to look for it. Or here's eBay auctions, or here's some other place, a comic book store. These are the things I'd like you to buy. If you want to buy me a gift, I'd really like this. Do you guys have that? Because that always fascinates me for people to do. Now, some of the people I know they're into similar stuff. So if you look at Nair and Kavora from Starpod Starlog, they both are very heavy into Star Trek, the original Star Trek and Star Trek, the original series. And they really work together as a team for their collection, as far as I know. But they know what each other likes and what to get, what not to get. Oh, Daniel's going to Naples. Wow. So Daniel Cohen, do you have family in Naples, I'm assuming? Because you know that Naples is the pickpocketing capital of the world. It's a known fact. It's actually documented. It's the pickpocketing capital of the world, but it's a great place for food. They invented the margarita pizza there for Queen Margarita. They asked the pizza maker to make a pizza in her honor, so he made a pizza in red, white, and green. It's sauce, mozzarella cheese or mozzarella, and basil leaf, which is red, white, and green, the color of the Italian flag, and they named it the Margarita Pizza. Bari. Okay. Yep, I know where Bari is. You're getting coal. Has anyone seen the stuff I post? You mean selling Sanchez, or what are you looking for? Oh, look at that. Sanchez is getting a Superman from Dr. Durant. Fantastic. Harry Humstone says they think, I'm going to bring this up, bring these things up. They think I should bring this up while I'm talking. They think they know what to buy me, but it's usually something they already have or have tons of. That could be a problem. That brings me to another question, that if you do get something that's duplicate, do you get rid of it? Do you save it? Give you an example. Right now, I hoard Ghost of Captain Kidd figures, Fighting Furies. I have about 15 of them. I have, looks like 7 or 8 Abominable Snowman Tomlin figures on top of the 5 Flash figures and the 6 Dagon figures. I mean, and the 12 Biko figures. It just goes on and on and on. But I used to give a lot away. I used to give a lot away, so it's not like I'm just holding them. So Sanchez looks like he's getting a Superman from Dr. Durant. And Brian Sanchez says he's getting coal. Has anyone seen the stuff he posts? Does anybody see the stuff Brian Sanchez posts? Oh, he's also going to be a prick to Dr. Durant. That's why you're getting coal. You're getting coal because you crapped in my mailbox and told me to go pick it up. Told me that there was a present in there, that you dropped something off for me, literally. You want the fancy new 50th Migos. Don't hate. Nothing wrong with that. If you like them, collect them. Listen, the one thing Amigo like, let's throw up the graphic, shall we? Let's throw it up there. If you take a quick look, it might be a little hard to see up here. Oh, here we go. Here it is. We'll bring it up. Your toys, your collections. Migo like. You collect whatever you like. I don't buy them. I'm not going to buy them. I'm happy for them if they're doing a good job finally, because they fucked up everything else, if you want to know the truth, for the most part. But those figures have been made over multiple times for years now, and the boxes have been done by other people and a good quality. So it's not like these are the only boxes you'll find, but it's nice. I think somebody said this week they should have done all their figures in the original style boxes. I agree. If you're going to make a fucking figure, put in a Windows box. They could have taken even the new figures. They could have put them in a retro style box. That would have just been smart. But no, let's put them on some shitty card, which is mostly blank with a little picture. It's kind of stupid. The memes I post, I was booted from Facebook once before. That is true. This is Brian Sanchez's second life on Facebook. That is true. Dr. Durant says, no one in my family knows what to get me usually by myself. Listen, I'm with you. So Rich has, your daughters are younger. They're younger. So it's not like they're 20 and they're out buying stuff. They know what to get you. But yeah, I think it would be tough for you because you have so much stuff, Rich, between the monsters and the masks, the costumes and stuff. It'd be really hard to get you something. Let's see. To be fair, the Figures Inc. Removal Cal Batman is garbage. Oh, I don't own one, so I don't know. I don't really know. I do like that they bought, I guess, the rights to the Castaway Toys Type 2 body. No offense, but these bandless bodies from New Mego they're crap. I don't care how many times I say they revamped it. It was a shit design to begin with. If anybody had any engineering skill, they would have known you can't put a skinny little piece of plastic on an action figure and expect it to withhold. Fucking stupid. Sorry, let's just call it like it is. I'm not going to try and be here and be nice. No, they could have done a better job, like all the ass kissers out there. Nah, fuck that. Shit's garbage. And everybody knows it because they were broken coming out of the package. You have to have videos that, oh, you can only move it just a little bit. Just a little. Meanwhile, they're talking about trying to sell shit to kids. Are you kidding me? I watched that 5-year-old pick toys off the shelf he didn't even own playing with them, and he beat the piss out of them. That shit wouldn't lasted 3 seconds with a new Mego. Sorry. That's just garbage. It's fucking garbage. But hopefully the new ones are good. Hopefully the new ones are good. Oh, I love this. Dean Rich, I'm likely getting socks and underwear. Absolutely, absolutely socks and underwear. Socks and underwear are big, but I get cool underwear, Mandalorian stuff. I get superhero shit, that kind of stuff. I do like that. I keep all action figures below $25. If I like them, I buy two, one for MIB. When you say one for MIB, you mean one to keep in the box or one you're sending to Johnny Shedrick, MIB, Master Toy Museum? The other open impossible customize. I went crazy with Michelle Richards. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. All right. I love this from Dean. I love that. Get the Christmas figures. There we go. There we go. This is an excellent suggestion. Brent Sorensen. Brent Sorensen has been collecting forever. He started his own line of Brent Stalls. They are wicked badass. I didn't see all the Christmas figures yet. I know Dr. Durant has been getting most, if not all of them. I do, up on the shelf there, can say I have a lot of his figures, but those Mad Monster party figures right there, oh my God, they're fucking awesome. They look right off the show. It's unbelievable they did it. Love those. They are really cool. Everything that Brent does is just fucking wicked. His Hellboy with the half a dead guy over his shoulder. I got a whole bunch of his stuff. There's figures I have like up there. I have a Frankenstein. Was it Frankenstein meets the Space Monster or something? I never even saw that movie. I didn't even know it existed. But the figure's wicked badass. I had to get it. I really had to get it. Anybody else? Show of hands. Anybody else has bought any Brent Stalls figures? If you do, you could throw up a yes on the chat if you want. That's always a good thing to do. Definitely give Brent some support. Lot of love. We got to give Brent some love. He does a really good job. Brent's a really good dude. He's a very nice guy. He's wicked cool, and he definitely deserves to be successful in his ventures. And I love that he makes shit by himself, or with his company, his friends he's making with, better than shit that comes out of New Mego. I understand the process is different, but you have to have vision, you have to have imagination, you have to have creativity, and you have to really know your audience in order to make something that's going to sell. Making facts of life and all this shit. Oh, we only did it because Target told us. Whatever, dude. Don't sell your fucking integrity to make $1. Do yourself a favor. Say, you know what? We're not selling there. Then we'll do something else. That's it. Open an online store. Really not that hard to figure out. We talked about this the other day. So New Migo's website is, we'll give you this so you guys can give them some hits. MigoFigures.com. They can't get Migo.com because another company took it, a non-toy company. I would have thought they would have got like MigoCorp.com because that's the name of their company apparently. No, they went for MigoFigures.com. And I'm not going to say anything about the other stuff, but in any case, Migo Corp hasn't, well, I'll just say it hasn't been bought. It's still sitting out there. So if somebody wants to buy MigoCorp.com from GoDaddy for $9 a year, have at it. Make yourself a great website. Maybe point to their website. Their website hasn't had any new news updated. The last thing was the Ultraman figure from June 2020. They haven't gone beyond Wave 8. I don't know who's doing that website. You can say they don't use it, but it's a piece of shit. It's terrible. I'm not saying it's amazing. It has to be, I'm going to say it has to be amazing or anything, but like, you're selling shit, man. You're selling shit. Advertise. Stop relying on these crazy people running around pushing your product on people. Oh, you gotta buy. Look how great this. Oh, the arm slapped off. Oh, that's because I'm too hard with it. Let me glue it back on. There we go. Oh, just go buy another one. If it's broken, buy another one. Fucking buy another one. I guarantee if those guys bought something from Hasbro and it broke, they'd be pissing and moaning up a storm. Hasbro, give me another one. Give me another one. It broke. They wouldn't be doing that shit. Go buy another one. Get out of here. The fuck out of here. Can you imagine Dan Samillo open his, hope his wife doesn't listen, his $400 Hasbro Galactus and the arm breaks off? Oh, just buy another one. Oh, fuck out of here. It's so crazy. Just crazy. You have the Brent Stalls Hellboy figures. Very nice. Brian Sanchez. Very, very nice. Dean Versus, don't get me started on Has Broken. I agree. I don't like pre-ordering figures anymore. I don't enjoy, let me say, I used to enjoy pre-ordering figures, but not anymore. And if you guys are posting messages on Facebook and you didn't allow it, I can see some of you guys come from Facebook, like Dean Verge. If you didn't allow it to do your chat, the chat to go into your Facebook and have access, not have access to your account, but permit you to chat in here, I won't be able to see your messages till later, just so you know. But no, I agree. The pre-ordering stuff kind of sucks. Definitely disheartened. Did some stuff with Jersey Flows. He took over $400, never sent product out. Yes, he did. He can sit there and scream and piss and moan he did, and everybody's lying, but he fucked more people over. He was terrible, terrible human being for what he did. Listen, it is what it is. Karma's a funny thing. When he gets older, hopefully nothing bad happens to him, by some craziness. He gets sick or croaks or whatever, but maybe from doing all that plastic. But when you fuck people over, it's really shitty. You should have a conscience. He did send out the sum. But he didn't do everybody. He took a lot of money. Matter of fact, I know the police went after him, I believe, if I remember correctly. Maybe that was somebody else. Oh, no, that might have been Murgo. I forget. I don't remember. Regardless, he took people's money and he didn't deliver all the product. That was one of them. It was over $400. But that's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. I don't really care. It's not worth the headache. Let him run. Let him do whatever he wants. Go print whatever he needs to print and have fun. You know what I mean? It's what it is. Thank you, Jersey Flows. Let's see. Ridiculous to give a company like Hasbro. Yes, agreed. Absolutely agreed. Daniel Cohen, why do you have to give them seed money? They might be hurting, that's for sure. Kids aren't buying the kind of toys they used to. I see a lot of the Black Panther figures on the shelf. Didn't see those sell much. I also saw some Black Adam, a decent amount of Black Adam figures on the shelf that didn't sell, which I also have to say I thought Black Adam was a good movie. I'm not usually the hugest fan of DC movies because I don't think they do the best job. I like what Marvel did better. The original Iron Man was fantastic. Disney's taken over. It's getting a little crappy with the woke cancel culture and all that shit. They want to shove ideas down your throat. Like, just make a fucking movie. Stop with the politics. That's my opinion. But I thought Black Adam was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought The Rock did a good job. He portrayed the good and the bad. I don't really read the comics, so don't ask me. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't realize he was related to Shazam, any of that shit, till later. And then I kind of learned all this stuff watching the movie and so on. And I'm sure I'm way behind in, what the character's really about. The Dr. Fate figure was actually pretty cool. Hawkman was actually really cool. Boy, that guy was pissed off. Pissed off. The other two characters, I don't remember. The girl that controlled the wind or whatever. No offense, I thought she sucked. I didn't really get that. And who's the other one? Atom Smasher, is that his name? Or the Atom? I forget. I don't know. Whatever. He was okay. He was a little bit goofy in the movie and so on. So don't really know. But hola bonita. Anyway, that was uncalled for. How unprofessional. Anyway, so sorry, getting a little rant today on movies and stuff, and people do dumb shit. It's just getting to the end of the year, and you get to a point in your life where you just don't want to like have to like pretend that bullshit doesn't exist. It exists. And there's nothing wrong with being honest. Listen, it's my opinion. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to listen. If you love Migos and I say their shit, love them. I don't care. Good for you. You're not getting kicked out of Migo like unlike other groups because you don't like what they have to say. We want you there. We enjoy people have discussion and debate, like legitimate discussion, debate as to why and so on. Oh, lucky you. She's so excited. Anyway, so yeah, this is supposed to be professional. Well, it was supposed to be professional. This is a Brian Sanchez production, so it is supposed to be professional. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's get off this thing. It's getting a little bit long in the tooth here. Oh my god, 42 minutes. Okay, let's get off here. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I'll be doing the Secret Santa stuff out tonight for those of you who signed up. Very, very excited. More shit to come. I am waiting for a big gym headquarters, which is like basically a Barbie mansion. It's 3 months it's not here from Italy. They put it on the slow boat and we can't find anywhere it's moved. Person says it's FedEx. That means it's sitting in a fucking corner somewhere and God knows when it'll turn up. So they said they'll refund the money until they find it and then reship it. Okay. Anyway, that's that. So I'm very excited when that comes in. I get to show you this very tall, big gym headquarters. I'm excited about that. There would be more F-bombs if it was my production. I can't argue that, Brian Sanchez. I can't argue that. All right. Let's see. Yes. Get back to stacking that wood. Lucky you, Mr. Verge. Thanks for stopping in to come by, say hello. Glad to see people jumped in. Always nice to have discussion. And remember, all the opinions here are my own. They don't mean that they're fact. They're just my own opinion, and they're just how I feel about things. And we're all different. And so if you're a happy person and you don't say bad words, I'm very happy for you. If you're a bad person, you say bad words, I'm happy for you too. But as long as I'm here doing my thing, I'm just going to lay it out honestly and so on. But last announcement or two announcements. One, we are 7 people away from hitting 700 people. A couple of weeks ago, I think I said, or a month ago, I said, I think we were at like 650 or something, or 640, I forget. And I said, do you think we could hit 700 by the end of the year, December 31st? I said, that would be a cool little goal to get. Just for love, because remember, we don't advertise. We don't have a Migo museum where we're advertising. We're not out running some shit on ambassador pages. We just go in and people just word of mouth. And we are so close to going to 700. And I don't see any fighting going on in Migo like. I don't see any bullshit. I see people enjoying themselves, hopefully having freedom of expression, doing their thing. And I think that's really good. And I'm really happy to say it's a really nice group of people. I know of the 693 people, maybe 20 post like regularly and maybe a few jump in. Most people probably just kind of watch, but show your collections, enjoy yourself. That's what it's about. Show whatever you like. This is your collection. It doesn't have to be Migo like. That's just taken from the old days. The second thing is, do you think I told you guys about a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago? No, a couple of weeks ago. I told you guys that I'm working on something with someone right now. Really fucking cool for our group. Like really, really cool. It's going to be really in depth. It's going to be really detailed. It's going to be wicked badass. And the first one, I think we're going to give it away. After that, we'll probably put them up for sale if it's feasible and if people want them. But it's going to be really, really cool. That's the only hint you're getting. Not even my closest friends. No, neither Sanchez, nor Gates, nor Samil, or Rich. None of those guys know what it is. None of those have an inkling of it because I haven't given them any information. Just somebody that I'm working on it with, or a couple of people I'm working on it with, and it's going to be really, really cool. Let's just say that I'm not doing the brunt of it. They're doing the brunt of it. They're the creative talent. I'm just throwing ridiculous ideas at them while they do it. But yeah, very, very excited to put this together. Hopefully it'll be soon. As we get closer, maybe we'll start dropping some hints. Like maybe I'll throw a left thumb from the action figure that we're going to produce. Guess what? Guess what, fans? Guess what, ambassadors? Here's a left thumb. Can you guess what this is? Some stupid shit like that. No, we're not doing any of that. Like, you're a professional company. Get professional advertisers, professional marketing people. Not some schlubs do it out of their basement like this. Advertise it for you because you're too cheap to pay for something real. Yeah, too much. Nude lose. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. I love this. That's 2 in a row. I managed to make it to. That's fantastic. We're very happy, Dean, to have you. We really are. Good dude. Good dude. Sanchez, 693. So I was saying, Sanchez, only 7 more. We hit 700. Now, if we hit 700, we should just keep going. Nude lose. I don't know about that. However, since you bring that up there, Mr. Durant, I'm trying to get off this thing. Did anybody notice on the new 50th anniversary figures? Did anybody check out the new bandless bodies and notice anything about them? Are they really made for children? Did you check them out? I think they've been peckerized. All right. Love this. I love it. Dean, somehow I feel like if I was to meet you in person, it'd be a Dracula laugh. He isn't telling his buddies. Yes, I'm not telling my buddies jack shit. That's correct. It's going to be a huge surprise. Many of you are a part of it without even realizing it. Yes, you'll have contributions to it. Let me see. Lulu Lady Dolls. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should get together with Brent and ask him if he could put some shit together. Maybe Brent can give me some pointers. That wouldn't be a bad idea. What is this? Kung Fu Grip Lou figures. Unfortunately, the Kung Fu Grip figures and the 8-inch scale were already done by Castaway Toys. Those 8-inch G.I. Joes. I assume most of you have seen them by this point. If you haven't, Brian Sanchez can tell you all about them. They look like the G.I. Joe Adventure Team figures in an 8-inch scale. Flocked heads and all. Really, really cool. Let's see. Thomas Hurst says, I told you about this the post about the other day. Oh, that's Sanchez. Sorry. The Super Bowls. That's correct. The figures have been officially peckerized. Not quite sure who came with that idea. I told you we'll have 715. So Thomas Sawyer told me 3 weeks ago or a month ago that we'll have 715 people by December 31st. Thomas Sawyer, we're 7 away from 700, and I think that's 40 people in a couple weeks. But that's 22 more people before it. So you've got technically about 34 days to get 22 people. Let's see what happens. It's all word of mouth. What else we got in here? Lulu was my cousin's best friend. We were like 5. I was your cousin's best friend when we were 5. That's correct, Dean. Let's see. I wish I had them, but I missed the day. Oh, on those. Well, Brian Sanchez, I'm going to put this here on video, live and in public, that when I croak, when I'm dead from whatever it is that takes me, you may have my Castaway Toys 8-inch G.I. Joe figures. I'll make sure I wrap a note around them so my wife can send them to you. Or Amanda. If Amanda puts them together, God knows where they're going to go, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's get the fuck off here because I just spent another 8 minutes of your life that you will never get back. Again, thanks for coming. Spread the word. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it'd be so nice if you did. It'd be really, really nice. I'd really appreciate that. We like getting the word out. I got to really cut back on the vulgarities. I think I need to. I need to bring it to a cleaner show. But there's so many people who do some really good, nice videos that sometimes I feel like I'm doing the 8 Mile of YouTube right here. Like I live on the other side of the tracks is what it is. I'm at Wally World looking up. Hold on a second. Great. Now Sanchez is going to get you. I'm at Wally World looking for those Migos. Thomas Sawyer, Don't you think it'd just be easier if they just had them online? Not to say it's not fun to go look for them, but get them online. Anyway. All right, we're out of here, people. Thank you guys very much. Truly appreciate. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you can. It's My Amigo Like on YouTube, or join our group, the Amigo Like Facebook group. All right, guys. Peace. Bitches!